Agricultural production is sensitive to climate. Global climate change is potentially resulting in higher global temperatures, changing hydrological regimes, and increasing climatic variability. Key findings of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, show the direct effects on water, plants, and animals, and the impacts on global scale on the world's food supply. And Sri Lanka Council for Agricultural Research Policy, SLCARP, recognize their complementary objectives and the need to facilitate implementation of the research project on natural resources management titled Vulnerability to Climate Change, Adaptation Strategies and Layers of Resilience in 7 Asian countries such as India, China, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Vietnam, and Thailand. Farmers in the Asian countries will need to adjust to a climate that is changing and accordingly adapt with layers of resilience in their farming practices and investment decisions. Climate change is the most important global environmental challenge facing humanity today, and its impact on the rural poor in Sri Lanka. Identify the best practices and institutional innovations for mitigating the effects of climatic change and develop strategies to address socio-economic problems relating to climatic change and its impact on the rural poor in Sri Lanka. Identify the best practices and institutional innovations for mitigating the effects of climatic change and develop strategies to address socio-economic problems relating. Results were discussed at a stakeholder consultation and policy dialogue on vulnerability to climate change, adaptation strategies and layers of resilience on 5th April 2011 with the participation of the Honorable Mahinda Yapa Abewardena, Minister of Agriculture and other officials.
So I think it is quite pertinent and quite relevant that you have opened up this topic to discuss here and to find a roadmap also at the end. That is also very important.
Results revealed that both the maximum and minimum temperature have increased. Extreme temperatures also increased with the increase of temperature. Behavior of rainfall pattern is erratic. Even though decadal variability has decreased for some climatic reasons, interseasonal variability may be high.
Actually, from that increase of temperature, what we can expect, extreme temperatures. That means in addition to increased temperature, extreme temperatures have been extreme. Number of high temperatures have been increased in Sri Lanka at most places of Sri Lanka. When we talk about rainfall pattern, what we can expect and what we have observed, the variability of rainfall have been increased, especially in different seasons. When we talk about we have 4 seasons, main 4 seasons in Sri Lanka, intermonsoon, 2 intermonsoon seasons and southwest monsoon and also northeast monsoon. So what we observe, rainfall variability has been increased in some seasons.
Onset and withdrawal of Yala and Maha season during 1977 to 2008 delayed by 3 to 4 weeks. Agricultural drought has shown 19 times in Yala season and 2 times in the Maha season during 1977 to 2008 period. Length of growing period analysis indicated that year-round cultivation has shown supplementary irrigation requirement increased and more significant in Yala season for the growth and mid-stage in Yala and Maha seasons over the period 1976 to 2008. According to the findings of the IPCC method, District level vulnerability from 1977 to 2007 is calculated. Overall point of the view, Anuradhapura and Hambantota districts were categorized as less vulnerable districts in 1977, and status has increased from less vulnerable status to moderately vulnerable status in 1997 and 2007. Vulnerability status in the Puttalam district was categorized as less vulnerable from 1977 to 2007. Alternative forms of agriculture. Change from seasonal crops to perennials. Available institution approach. Government aid and subsidies during critical periods. Prefer collective actions in agricultural, social, economical events. Mainstream adaptation strategies. Establishment of irrigation scheme. Construction of tube wells. Improving existing water resources. Subsidies. Provide drinking water facilities.
For future reference. So at this juncture, I would like to thank Dr. Cynthia Bantilan, team leader at ICRISAT, Dr. Naveen Singh, project coordinator at ICRISAT, Dr. Professor Rohan Rajapaksa, former executive director at SLCARP, Dr. J.D. Samarasinghe, chairman at SLCARP, Mr. Prabhat Vimal Kumara, director SLCARP, and others who help, especially the research assistants and others at the farm level, field officers, and who respond to our questionnaires are very grateful in make the entire thing into a success story. And also the comments and suggestions given at the stakeholder consultation and policy dialogue that we had in Colombo. We prepared a policy paper, Policies and Strategies for Climate Smart Agriculture, Roadmap for Action and Way Forward.